Hello everybody, today we're going to react to the Godzilla, the Eveloution. I just continued off there. Okay, let's react to it. 3, 2, 1. Oh, horse fans, that was my Godzilla.
Since being awoken by atomic bombs, Godzilla has lit up the silver screen.
Okay, I really like this.
But he's
What is this on the left? That thing is hideous. Oh, this thing is really good. But what is this right here? What's that?
Ever-changing, starting with the original. Let's go through his theatrical looks and story. Animated. In his first ever appearance, Godzilla has small arms, thick legs, and dorsal plates down his spine. His pupils are tiny, and he has fangs and pointy ears. After attacking Japan, he gets disintegrated to bone.
From what? From what? I think I know what it was. I think it was Destroyer, but he used the, I forgot what it's called. Leave it in the comments if there's any comments there.
New Gigantus, Godzilla.
A Gigantus? Is that a hint to Gigantosaurus? Pretty sure.
Appears in Godzilla Raids Again. This monster is thinner, with longer arms, a smaller head, and larger pupils. When in close-ups, his teeth appear to be jutting out. Sadly, he's buried in ice. But in King Kong vs. Godzilla, he...
What? There was a King Kong and Godzilla in 1962? 1962. King Gohi.
busts free. He's now in color, is more plump, toeless,
Man, he does look fat.
and has a lizard-like head with yellow eyes, no
What do you mean?
ears,
yellow eyes?
and no fangs. He faces off against a giant...
What is that? Okay, speaking of King Kong, we're gonna do a next video. Is gonna be Evolution of King Kong. So stay tuned for that. I think I'll upload it tomorrow. Pretty sure, yeah. I make videos every day, so I'm gonna upload it tomorrow. So yeah, let's continue.
tumbling into the ocean, only to be washed ashore in Mothra vs. Godzilla.
What? What? He gets washed to the shores, and it's supposed to bring you back, like this way, not this way. That does not make sense.
Now he's slimmer,
But
has a
okay.
wider head, wide eyes, and smooth, shiny brows. As his rampage continues, he gets covered in silk and again drops into the sea. But in Ghidorah, the three-headed monster, he's back. Now with a slimmer face and longer tongue. From this film on in the original series, Godzilla...
Okay, so far this is the greatest Godzilla. Wait, what?
Now with a slimmer face and longer tongue. From this film on in the
That's Ghidorah. That's Ghidorah.
original series, Godzilla now defends humanity from more evil monsters. In Invasion of Astro Monster, Godzilla is thinner, his dorsal plates have more definition, his claws are dull, and his head is rounder. He shows off his new dance moves before briefly being put under alien mind control. Ibara, Horror of the Deep, gives Godzilla less angry brows. He battles against a big lobster and narrowly escapes an exploding island. In the sequel, Godzilla's neck is elongated. He's pudgier, and his dorsal fins are flimsy looking. His nose is also stubbier, and his eyes are bugged out. Oh, and he's now raising a hideous son. In Destroy All Monsters, he's slimmer, while his face appears more like it did in Astro Monster. He's put under alien mind control again.
Wait, if he's not raising a son.
His face appears more like it did in Astro Monster.
Wait, it doesn't make sense.
And his eyes are bugged out. Oh, and
Look, Son of Godzilla 1967. See, I told you.
he's now raising a hideous son. In Destroy All Monsters, he's slimmer, while his face appears more like it did in Astro Monster. He's put under alien mind control again.
Ew,
But once
okay, this looks like a...
consistent. In the first, he helps his son face off against a bully. However, this all takes place inside the dreams of a young boy, so...
What?
Moving on.
Huh?
Next, in Godzilla vs. Ghidorah, he opposes a pollution monster, and when curled up like a shrimp, he can now fly backwards.
Huh?
In Godzilla vs. Gigan, Godzilla has gained the ability to speak, while his suit, skin,
Wait, what? Suit? Suit? He's wearing a suit?
starts ripping during his triumphant
Okay, thank you. There's actually blood
battle.
there.
He appears
Why is it all white? Isn't it supposed to be
slimmer in
blood? What are you
Godzilla vs.
talking about?
Megalon, with a shorter neck, soft bright dorsal fins, and a round pig-nosed face. He boasts a
Yeah, you really do look like a pig.
long-distance dropkick, but this movie is mostly about a
Oh, that was Jet. This is Jet.
size-changing robot. So let's keep going.
Okay,
In the
stop.
next two films, Godzilla has an angrier expression
Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla.
Expression and more detailed muzzle. He uses a magnetic upgrade to protect an ancient
That's Mechagodzilla? He looks really bad.
god from Mechagodzilla. And in the sequel, faces him once more. But this timeline's Godzilla is sent to retirement. And 9 years
What? 1975? That's like, we were like 20 years
later, a
old.
reboot Godzilla appears. This one's taller, has larger dorsal fins, a fourth toe, and his fangs and ears make a return. Although his reign is short-lived as he trips into a volcano, only to explode out in the sequel. He has a smaller head, a more muscular build, larger outer fins, and a cat-like face with a secondary row of teeth. He takes on a giant plant monster. Gets
Biolante! This is Biolante!
turned into glitter. In Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, his original form, the Godzillasaurus, is taken
No, 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 no. That's not him. Heck
out of the
no.
1940s and exposed to modern-day radiation, turning him into a taller, muscular, and angrier-looking Godzilla. He fights Mecha King Ghidorah and then gets
There's no way Ghidorah's that tall. The last time he was like this tall. He was like that tall.
dumped into the ocean. In Godzilla vs. Mothra, he's thinner, his dorsal plates are rearranged, and his neck is more ribbed. His head is flatter, and he has golden eyes. He battles against Mothra and Batra, and once again is plunged
He doesn't use a fly swatter. Well, that kind of makes sense because of bugs.
into the ocean and locked in by
Is that Hisi Mothra?
Mothra's magical powers. But somehow, in Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2, he's back. He has slimmed down shoulders and slimmer
yay,
legs.
thank you.
He's also raising a blue-toned baby Godzilla. This time he's defeated when his butt brain is destroyed, but he's easily revitalized just moments later. Godzilla
That was Rodan.
Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla features the bulkier original with less detailing in the neck and larger eyes.
this is Space
Godzilla
Godzilla.
Jr., who is taller and chubbier with a greener color scheme, and a large flying blue crystallized space
I told you, Space Godzilla.
Godzilla, who gets obliterated. In this timeline's
He does not have fire breath. He has a blue atomic breath.
final film, Godzilla is glowing orange, and his son now looks
Did I just see burn Godzilla?
more like a hunched version of his father. When the
Oh, that's Godzilla Jr.
original Big G has a meltdown, his son absorbs the radiation and turns into the new Godzilla ready for action. But the series would be continually
That's just mean.
rebooted, dropping him altogether. The first American Godzilla appears as a large mutated iguana
please, not
with blue
this.
dorsal spines and a hanging dewlap. This Godzilla also has hundreds of tiny raptor-looking offspring.
What?
But this happy family is easily taken out by basic explosives. Back in Japan, in Godzilla 2000, he appears shorter,
Oh, I know this one.
with green jagged
It's Millennium Godzilla, which is basically the...
skin,
that
sharp
one.
purple spines,
Yes, this is the one. This is what I'm talking about.
and a reptilian-looking face. While he's nearly swallowed whole, he's good to go for the next reboot, Godzilla vs. Mecha
Bro, he just turned Super Saiyan. Just watch this.
face. While he's nearly swallowed whole,
I'm gonna turn Super Saiyan.
he's good to go for the next reboot, Godzilla vs. Megaguirus, in which he's lighter, with a longer neck, and smaller mouth. He defeats a giant flying insect and is then sent into a black hole. In Giant Monsters All-Out Attack, Godzilla is formed by the ghosts of vengeful World War II
Finally,
victims. He has smooth charcoal-colored skin, white dorsal fins, and a hunched neck. His face is less lizard-like, with pure white eyes and no ears. But this Godzilla is mutilated by a drill missile, leaving only his beating heart behind. The following reboot, Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, re-adds the jagged design elements and introduces a more wolf-like face. In the climax, he's blasted by a beam, adding a visible scar to his chest for the sequel, Tokyo SOS, in which he's covered in silk and again flown into the bottom of the sea. Godzilla Final Wars features a taller, smoother, and more slender Godzilla, with longer ears and red eyes. This Godzilla fights against a multitude of creatures, including an upright standing 98 Zilla. Then he and his hideous son head back to the ocean.
I thought he was dead.
In Shin Godzilla, he's first shown as a light-colored and armless creature,
Ew, that looks like hideous.
but quickly evolves, growing tiny
Oh,
arms and becoming more red with bloody accents. His massive main form is darker with a much longer tail that has a little face on the
huh? A face? That's creepy.
His jaw can unhinge and split apart. And he has a variety of handy new skills.
What? But like, what?
He can also apparently reproduce human hybrids from his
That's creepy.
tail tip, but he's given a freezing agent, ceasing his evolution. The anime trilogy depicts a muscular, rounded Godzilla with a tree bark-like
This is Godzilla Earth. I called it. It's Godzilla Earth. I'm telling you guys, it's Godzilla Earth.
texture. 19,000 years later, he sports beard-like spikes and grows to his largest on-screen size, easily allowing him to become the ruler of Earth. Meanwhile, back in 2014, a plump American Godzilla appears. This titan has jagged dorsal plates, wide elephant-like feet, and noticeable gills. He comes out of hiding to stop two hideous star-crossed lovers. In Godzilla, King of the Monsters, he's taller and beefier. His lower half looks less stubby, his tail tip is more blunt, and his dorsal fins are less sharp and artfully glowing. Later, he's given extra radiation, and after ashes rain down on him, he gets a fiery new look and power upgrade, helping him to retain his kingly crown. Thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing. And as
Oh, that was pretty good. I'll see you guys tomorrow and King.